The Indianapolis Colts travel to Houston to face their division rival Texans on Sunday Night Football. Indianapolis is a 1-point favorite on BETDAQ. 44.5 is the total in this game. The number here might strike you a little low, considering Indianapolis just beat the Denver Broncos. They're coming off a bye, while the Houston Texans have lost 5 straight games. Not surprisingly, the public all over the Indianapolis Colts in this game, but after taking a second look, I think I lean towards the other side here. Houston is in a backs-against-the-wall type of situation. They're coming off a bye as well. They're at home here against a division rival. If Houston loses this game, their season is all but finished. However, if they win this game, the Texans only have 5 losses. Indianapolis leads the division, so the Texans could pull within 2 games of first place in the AFC South if they win this game. And you never know what might happen over the second half of the season. Texans going with Case Keenum at quarterback now. That could give them a little bit of a spark. Keenum played well in his first start on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Texans are going to get back to running the football. I fully expect them to line up and run it right at Indianapolis in this game because the Colts have had all sorts of trouble stopping the run this year. The Colts 29th in the NFL in rush defense, and Houston once again top 10 in the league in rush yards per game. So I think the Colts are going to get a heavy dose of Arian Foster. On the other side of the ball, I'm not sure the Colts are going to be able to move it. Now, this is not going to be anything like the last game they played when they faced the Denver Broncos. The Houston Texans have the best defense in the NFL in terms of yards allowed, and it really isn't close. The Texans allow 267 yards per game. To put that into perspective, the difference between the Texans and the 5th-ranked defense in the NFL in terms of yards allowed is roughly equivalent to the difference between the 5th-ranked team and the 31st-ranked team. So the Texans have been great defensively this year, as you know if you've seen them play. Don't let the point totals fool you. Remember, that Houston offense, Matt Schaub had that streak of 4 straight games with a pick 6. So the Houston offense has given up some points to opposing defenses. All those points that have been scored against the Texans have not been scored against their defense. They only allow 145 pass yards per game. That is best in the NFL by a wide margin. If you're going to get the Texans, you're going to get them on the ground. They haven't been great against the run this season, but the Colts don't run the ball. The Colts average less than 4 yards per game on the ground. They don't appear to like running the ball. They're not very good at running the ball, even after getting Trent Richardson from the Cleveland Browns. So I think this sets up really well for the Houston Texans. I expect their defense to control the Indianapolis offense. Remember, the Colts lost Reggie Wayne for the season last week. That is a huge injury. Wayne was Andrew Luck's go-to guy. I guess T.Y. Hilton is going to be the number 1 wide receiver in Indianapolis now. I think that's really going to affect this Colts offense. I think they're going to have a lot of trouble moving the ball against Houston in this game. And I think the Texans score enough points to win this one outright.